We turn to the latest on that desperate search for possible survivors in the rubble of the earthquake in Afghanistan. More than 1,000 people killed when the powerful quake hit over the weekend, and Marcus Moore has that story for us. Good morning, Marcus.
Well, Rebecca, good morning. Yeah, that urgent race to save people trapped in the rubble continues as we speak in western Afghanistan. And the numbers we have so far this morning are devastating. More than 2,500 people have been killed. There are more than 1,600 injured. And we understand so far that more than 1,000 homes have been destroyed. This was a powerful 6.3 magnitude quake that struck around noon on Saturday. It was followed by several very strong aftershocks that destroyed at least 6 villages we know of this morning. The epicenter was about 25 miles northeast of 𝙎𝙝𝙠𝙞𝙤 City. And we have seen videos of locals digging with their bare hands through the rubble to try to reach people who are trapped, and they include children. In another village, we saw video of people using heavy equipment like an excavator to try to get through that debris. And in one district, every single home has been destroyed. The World Health Organization is sending ambulances there to the region, and the UN has said to prepare for the death toll to rise even higher. And George, this is already one of the deadliest earthquakes to hit the region in decades.
Just devastating. Okay, Marcus, thanks very much.
The death toll from a powerful earthquake in western Afghanistan has risen to over 2,000. A magnitude 6.3 earthquake followed by strong aftershocks rocked the region. 6 villages have been destroyed near the city of 𝙎𝙝𝙤𝙠𝙞𝙣. Rescue and recovery efforts are currently underway. Thousands of people displaced and forced to take shelter in the city's abandoned buildings. It is one of the deadliest earthquakes to hit the country in 20 years.
Now to Afghanistan, where entire villages were razed by 2 powerful earthquakes in the northwestern part of the country. The Taliban says 800 people have died. They say earlier reports that placed the number of dead at 2,000 was inaccurate, that it included deaths and injuries. The 2 tremors both had a 6.3 magnitude. They hit in 𝙎𝙝𝙠𝙞𝙤𝙠 province along the border with Iran. Now, officials say people were trapped in the rubble of damaged buildings, and there were at least 7 aftershocks.
Overseas now, the death toll rises overnight after a 6.3 earthquake struck Afghanistan. The massive quake was followed by 3 strong aftershocks. The Taliban government spokesperson says more than 2,000 people have died. It's one of the deadliest earthquakes to strike the country in 2 decades. Villages have been destroyed and hundreds of civilians have been buried under the debris.
Another powerful earthquake shook western Afghanistan overnight, just days after one in the same region killed more than 2,000 people. Today's quake was a magnitude 6.3, equal to the one that struck on Saturday. Hundreds of homes that survived the earlier disaster collapsed this morning. However, officials say initial casualty figures appear to be low because people had been living in tents this week, afraid to stay inside any buildings because of the strong aftershock.